Hi, it's Karen again, here with another video. Today I'm talking about betrayal and how I was betrayed, or feel I was betrayed, not just by one person or anything. I just feel like it's several things. And if you watch some of my previous videos, you know that I've been dealing with an illness. And it's straight up, I had COVID in 2021, and now I'm dealing with the long haul effects that they just don't go away, and I can't seem to get help for them. So, I'm talking about betrayal. I first, and I can't put all the blame. I'm talking about my body. I've been bodybuilding since age 17. I walked into the gym at 17 and started weight training, and I competed at a very young age. I competed from the age of 24 to I think 31. I loved it. I kept advancing. Um, I was just thirsting for knowledge and just to advance, and I really loved the sport. And I love the prep process, as stressful as it was. It was very difficult, but in the end, it was fun and rewarding. So I put a lot of work in not just my physical body, but my general health. I watched my health. I took supplements, vitamins, and minerals. I tried to stay healthy along with the bodybuilding. um, so I feel I put a lot of work into my health to build and maintain it. I caught the virus when I was 50. When I was 50, it was at the end of June, 1st of July of 2021. I didn't turn 51 until September, so I caught it at 50, and that's when I feel like I don't know if my life changed in it. I don't know, but things just aren't the same. They ain't the same. I can't work out like I used to, and it's not the fact that I want to be on muscle bound, like I used to be. Yeah, I'd love that, but I just know that's not a reality at this age, and I got other things going on. But gee, I would love to work out consistently again. And one thing that holds me back is lack of sleep. I can't sleep. If you can't sleep, how are you going to get up early and get training in? Or even late at night, I just don't want to. By that time, I'm not 20 anymore. So I'm not holding all the blame on my body. I know, it's not my body's fault. Some beast parasite entered in it, and it's just holding it hostage at the moment. So, dealing with these long haul effects, I don't hold all the blame on my body. I know my body hasn't betrayed me, but sometimes that's how it feels because I can't do the things that I used to. Um, Friends, I feel, betray me to some degree. They don't listen. I don't know how many times I've told my friends that I'm dealing with long haul, and they pawn it off. Maybe it's this. Look this up. I do not understand why people cannot understand the words that come out of my mouth. It's not that difficult. Don't understand. If you have a friend telling you something, you might want to listen to them. I've been in fitness my whole life, and although I've been into the wellness part, I'm not an idiot. I have done research on what I'm going through, and at first I forgot what I thought it was at this point, but I thought maybe I was 50 and menopause, and I took those steps. I tackled it from the menopause angle, and it's not. I've been to the hormone doctor. I got bioidentical hormones, and I was on those, and I didn't solve any problem. A friend found me on Facebook from, in my party era when I was in my early 20s, and he was asking about me, and I told him. And, he pretty much shamed me, saying that I shouldn't have got some type of treatment for it when I didn't. I mean, you're not listening. You're not listening. I'm telling you that I'm sick, got something going on in my body, and I don't understand why not one person hears me. Even so, all this pain I'm going through, sometimes crying, trying to get ready to go to work because I'm in physical pain, I still show up work at my age, on time. And all these youngins, 20 or younger who get to play on their phones all day, they're not on time. I still show up. And after 30 years in the fitness industry, you know what this gym told me? They told me that I'm qualified to scrub toilets. That's what I'm told. I'm a personal trainer. I've turned people into pros. I've published 14 ebooks. One book's on the market right now in the bookstores. I've written for magazines. I show up and do my job, and that's what I am told. That I'm not worth $25 an hour personal training, and I'm qualified to scrub toilets. And I'm showing up at this gym as sick as I am, and the pain that I am, and that's what I'm told. Also, I felt betrayed by my doctors. I went to several doctors for help. First, I went to a hormone doctor because I thought it was hormones, and she didn't really listen to me. She just wanted to, of course I wanted medication. I did at this point. I'm in a lot of pain, but that's all she really wanted to do. And she did send me to get blood work done, and I had the blood work and all these other documents and forms for her, and I had them. They wanted me to email them to her, which I did before my visit. I sent them to her email. They lost them. Luckily, I'm in charge enough of my own health to take care of this and have copies on hand. You wanted my information. You wanted me to email it, and I did, and you lose it. And I don't know what was going on. They got my weight wrong. You can't figure out the scale. You don't know how to weigh somebody. I told you wrong. That's not my weight. Can't you read? Can't you read the numbers? So that I just kind of gave up on that because it wasn't working anyway. And they weren't listening to me. They weren't listening to the things that came out of my mouth. They weren't addressing. They just want to keep prescribing hormones that weren't working. And when I tell them they're not working, you don't want to explore more options. Just whatever. I broke away from the doctors for a little while, and I did still try to holistic therapies for a bit. They didn't work because whatever that COVID implanted in my body does not respond to natural treatments. It just doesn't. It's not even responding to vitamins and minerals. Gotta tell you. So all the work I've done up to this point, health-wise, don't matter. So the friend telling me, how could you get COVID when you're so healthy? You're ignorant. You're ignorant. It doesn't matter how healthy you are. It's a virus going around. It's a virus. And unless, I guess, you're blood type O, I don't guess you're immune to it. I don't know. There's so much data out there. Boy, I wish I was O blood type. I probably wouldn't have this. No, I went to, finally the pain got so bad. It got so bad, I was the S word. I went to the general physician. I need help. Help me. Do something. He listened to me, wrote down stuff. And he prescribed me a steroid, prednisone, something like that. And I asked him about spike protein in the body. And he says, go get this blood work done. For rheumatoid arthritis is what it was for. And I went and got it because I want to get better. And, so I called like 2 days later when he told me to. The blood test was negative, I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. Then he asked if the medication's working. I said, yes, it is. I'm finally a sigh of relief. I'm not in pain. He says, it's working? I said, yes. He says, good. I'm taking you off that and I'm putting you on estrogen. I said, no. I said, I was on hormones was it 6 months ago, and I said, it didn't work. He says, it didn't work? I said, correct, it did not work. He says, still, I'm taking you off and putting you on hormones. If that's not dismissive. He followed it up with, this guy's 70, I think 78 at this moment. Yeah, that's all we got in this town. He followed it up with, my moody old mother had a tumor on her ovaries and a hysterectomy. So that is what I was compared to. First of all, I was in medicine in my younger years. I was a medical assistant. The first thing I was taught, besides washing hands before touching the pavement, was to not compare patients. And he's sitting here comparing me to his moody. He's 78 at the moment. And who knows how old his mother would be at this point? Why are you comparing me? So I was dismissed. I was betrayed. All that. So I'm not having the best day. And I'm to this point because I've been struggling. I've been not feeling well the last couple of days. This long haul it gets in you and it holds you down. I feel like I'm being held down across the mouth. Because anytime I do anything, I lose all my energy. I haven't been able to clean this house since I've had this in 5 years. So I tried to do a little bit of deep cleaning yesterday. All I could get to, I moved the sofa. I cleaned all the junk that was underneath it. and I wanted to clean. I like a clean house. It ain't been clean in a while. And I went ahead and, clean off the walls because I got the texture and it kind of traps dust. So I cleaned that off, the floorboards and vacuum behind it. That was it. I was worn out. I passed out. I was freezing. I literally got physically sick. And this is what happens. This is what happens if I exert any type of energy. My body shuts down. And hormones. Does this look like a hormone problem? Does it? He even actually wrote the name, the diagnosis on the invoice. I read it because I did research on it. I read it. He wrote the diagnosis on the paper and refused to treat me for it. Just pawn me off, 50-year-old needs hormones. So, that's how I'm treated. I'm struggling with this today. I'm having a hard day. But that's it for me. That's how I feel like I've been betrayed. My body is kind of helpless in this as it is. It's a victim as well. But it'd be nice if friends listen to me. I don't care if you agree with it or not. But if I'm your friend, you should probably listen to me. And if I pay my doctor, he should probably listen to me as well, huh? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm doing my best. Things are getting better. Thank you for chiming in and listening to me.